Hello, vinyl community. I am back. It's kind of funny. Tammy, our good friend in the vinyl community, she called me out on the fact that apparently in a recent video I said I wasn't going to be going on vinyl digs for a while. Well, you know, sometimes you just can't stop, and sometimes you just get that urge, and you just have to go and see what you're missing, you know, and yeah, so I did it again, Tammy. Anyway, excuse me. Yeah, sometimes, you know, you just have to pop into a place and check things out, and I went back to Savers, which in a recent video I had a mind-blowing score. I found a lot of Paul McCartney, Ringo Starr, George Harrison, and then some other great stuff as well. But those are the ones that really blew my mind. There were some that I passed up, so I figured I'll go back and see if by some chance they are still there and I can take a second look at them and whatnot. I only saw one of the ones that was still there. That is Bryan Adams' Into the Fire. Now, originally, I passed this one up because I couldn't remember if I already had this one, but I'm pretty sure I do not have this one. So I decided, you know, I'm just going to take a shot and go ahead and get it. It's in decent shape, so, oh yeah. It's actually in better than decent shape. It's in quite good shape, actually. It has the original inner sleeve. Yeah, so again at Savers, they're 99 cents each. So I only found 4, so I spent like $4 plus a little bit for tax. This next one is interesting. It's KDKB Arizona Sounds Volume 4. So apparently what this is obviously a record put out by a radio station, and they have a bunch of local bands on here that I suspect they were either independent bands or up-and-coming bands, that sort of thing. Let's see if I can find an example. Let's just pick here. This one is the Schoolboys. So it has a little blurb about each band. The Schoolboys' music is as powerfully driving as it is fun. All 5 members of the band are Phoenix natives. Schoolboys bassist Tracy Wallach describes the group as just a good hard rock band with no false pretensions. Anyway, for some reason I can't read right now, so I'll just stop there. But it has a blurb on each band, which I think is really interesting, and it'd be interesting to try and find them online. Because this is from 1980, so it'd be interesting to see. I'm sure most of these bands are defunct a long time ago, but really cool to have, though. A way to discover new music that I've never heard before. This next one, I've heard of the band, but I'm not all that familiar with their music. April Wine, The Nature of the Beast. And based on the front cover, it looks like metal, and it may be metal, but then the picture on the back, it looks like it's not metal. This is pretty cool. He's wearing a Montreal Canadiens hockey shirt there. Yeah, so it's hard to say. But April Wine, The Nature of the Beast. And then the last one, which is actually what we're listening to. I had heard of them, but I don't know that I've heard of any of their music though. But it's Mountain. It's hard to read it there, but it's Mountain. Flowers of Evil. Yes. And it includes Dream Sequence on the second side, which is like over 24 minutes long. Yeah, but what I hear, I really like. So I'm so glad I picked this up. You know, the sleeve could be in better condition, but the vinyl actually only has very minor scratches on it. So I'm very, very happy about that. Any Mountain fans out there? Yeah. Very cool. So, I mean, based on what I'm hearing so far, I'm definitely going to look into their other music. This is from 1971. Yeah. Definitely liking it. So, yeah, that's it. Just a few pickups today. I was actually on a mission. Yes, I was on a mission to find dent pullers, which it's an automotive tool, I guess you might say. But I read in a forum, and I don't remember what forum it was. I should probably cite my reference, but this person had a series of pictures that they posted in the forum where they used two dent pullers. They said that they found them for $4.99 each at AutoZone. I went to two different AutoZones, and they both had the same one, and it was actually $9.99 for each one. So I didn't get them for now. I'm going to look online and see if I can get some cheaper. But supposedly, if you use two of these dent pullers, you can basically rig it up to work like a label saver. So basically, put one on either side of the record, and you know, create the suction, and supposedly it sticks on there, airtight seal, and then you can just wash your record. And you have a convenient handle to hold the record by as you're washing it. Yeah, I'm curious. Now, at $4.99 a pop, I was willing to do it. I mean, my total cost would have been $10. But at $10 a pop, for a total of $20, I was like, well, I don't know. I could probably do without it for that. And not to mention, the size of these dent pullers looks a little bit too big. It looks like it would more than cover the label. It might even cover some of the music itself. So, I don't know. I'll have to do some research and see if maybe there's a smaller one or something like that, or at least a cheaper one that I'm willing to take a shot on. And but I'm gonna check on Amazon and see if they have cheap dent pullers with free Amazon Prime shipping. Anyway, has anybody heard of such a thing? Using a couple of dent pullers to act as a label saver for cleaning your vinyl and in the sinker or whatever. Yeah, I'm very curious. I haven't heard anyone else mention it, so I almost feel like I'm gonna be the stupid one for trying it, and then it doesn't work. But I mean, this guy had pictures of it, and it seems to make sense to me. I guess the key being, is it going to cover too much of the record, or is it just going to cover, the label plus a little bit of the white space? Yeah, I don't know, but hopefully for $10 I can give it a shot, but we'll see. But I am loving this record. I am loving it. It has a little bit of a southern rock flair to it, and honestly, I don't think I've ever heard them before, to my knowledge. Yeah, so yeah, I like it. I like it. Very glad to pick this up. $1 at Savers. Yeah, excellent. Alright, well, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time.